Hello, everyone.
Hello there.
We started 2 weeks back. It's 2 weeks,
Mm,
hey? And we said we are taking a break. Uh, and it's a month of hibernation, uh, lying low, taking a sort of a rest. And we said there's a lot of challenges in taking a rest. One has such a lot of ingrained habits that makes it difficult. And then from there, we went on because in our quiet time, we came across this term and we're still reading up and having our conversations because we mull over things when we pick it up and try to integrate it in our life and so on. This term of existential health. In other words, how to live a healthy life. And it's not really, it doesn't fall exactly under psychology, it doesn't fall exactly under physiology, in other words, physical health or mental health, or it's somewhere there.
mm,
And what we are talking about, and we're mulling over that, is but doesn't it fall under spirituality?
yeah.
Uh, is existential health not also good spirituality?
Mm,
And we're still working with that. But for the moment in our conversation with each other and with you, we are just looking at elements or aspects of existential health that we came across on this journey. So last week, we spoke about three of those elements, and you can go back and have a look at that if you have forgotten about that. But today we want to focus on three others.
mm. So I think for me, if I can give my definition of what existential health would be, it is as opposed to just living healthily, food wise, body wise, it is how do I have a healthy experience of living?
Mm,
How do I
mm,
experience life in a healthy way?
mm,
Um, so, and these, we hope we get to all three. Um, the first one that we also came across was that if we struggle or we find it impossible to live with uncertainty,
mm.
then we have a very difficult time uh, of experiencing life positively,
Yes.
healthily, because we are constantly up against a change or up against something that didn't work out the way that we wanted it to work out. And it's always that sort of a resistance that we feel in ourselves.
Mm,
Um, and the more that we resist or the more that we are unable to adapt to changes, which is the only thing that we can be certain of.
mm,
Nothing is sure. I
mm,
might I might know that tomorrow will be Monday and Monday looks like this more or less.
mm.
But if I'm not open to it something coming and putting
Unexpectedly.
yes,
Mm,
then fighting the change will make it difficult for me to live with a healthy, positive, open mindset.
mm, mm.
So a
So, in other
very
words,
important element for me.
existential health is to be uncertainty fit.
Yeah, and to be I wouldn't say exactly comfortable. We
No,
none of
no.
us are comfortable with uncertainty, but to be able to handle uncertainty, to be with uncertainty, to be in a liminal space, and to be willing to not know,
Yes.
to see where it takes you.
Mm.
Um,
And by implication, if we can be very practical, it can be a drawback if one tends to be a victim and have a victim
yes,
mentality.
yes.
So you plan your day and you have high hopes and you build your whole day around
Your
something.
expectations.
Yes, and then something happens and it's only my luck
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this.
So it just gives you a very negative mindset if you
Yes.
struggle with uncertainty. If you struggle to the extent that you cannot adapt to a change.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I think that that really makes a difference in how you experience life.
Yes.
Um, And then I think one that flows out of it a bit is our the way that we don't take our lives and the progression of our lives
And
seriously.
our
It's like our
mortality.
mortality, like we don't take into account that we will die,
Mm,
and we have dreams that we don't follow up on. We procrastinate with things that's really important for us, but that we don't get to. And then when we do get to old age, look back and we didn't do any of those,
mm,
then our experience of life feels very unfulfilled, very meaningless,
mm,
because we've actually we might feel that we wasted our time.
mm. It's interesting. I think in the medieval times, it was a well known phrase among the monks who said, Memento mori, remember your death.
Yes, because I mean, it's in our not being immortal that things
Um,
find a
yeah,
very big importance in our lives,
yeah.
our relationships, um, our ability to still do things,
Mm.
to experience things.
And uh, not taking that into consideration is one aspect, but it can also be a negation or
Yes,
a
ignoring
pushback.
it,
And
and a total ignoring in terms
yeah,
of our culture and the whole eternal youth culture,
mm,
where you are forever making sure, especially women, that you don't have any wrinkles, and you know, I mean, you're so busy keeping young
mm,
that you're not embracing being older and the gifts that that brings. So
mm,
your experience of life in the stage that you
mm.
are is not real. It's like we were saying last week, to be in the reality of your life, also of the life phase that you're in.
Exactly, exactly. Can you imagine being in your late 60s and you are cursing your body's inability to do what it could when
Or to
you.
look like it did when you were 20,
So
and trying your utmost to look like you were 20.
uh, obviously, you can't be happy
No, you're
if.
not having a healthy experience of life.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. And I think what ties into that is confusing your true identity, who you really are, with your roles.
Yes.
Whether it's being a mother, your children grow up, they leave home, you're not a full time mother anymore, or professional work, you retire, um, and then to have lived all your life as this role and
Mm,
nothing else.
mm, mm,
There's a huge big hole that opens up in a feeling of meaninglessness.
mm,
Um, if that has become your total identity,
mm.
if you're who am I when all those roles fall away?
Yeah. Either through sickness, through retirement,
Yeah,
through
through
life phases.
yes, your partner falls away,
Mm,
divorce, all of those things. Um, a role a role is no longer applicable in your life.
mm. Or not in that sense as it
Yes,
was.
yes, you can no longer call yourself a this or a that.
Yeah, yeah.
And how do you, so if you from the beginning, if you were living totally from the role and not from true identity,
Mm,
your experience, if that role falls away of life, is not a healthy one.
yes. And by implication, it implies that identity is a wider net than role.
Yeah, identity in this case, I would
Yes,
say,
yes.
as your who am I
Mm,
without any labels
mm,
attached to me.
mm, 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 mm.
Yeah.
And as we say, we are still busy with this conversation. It is really a matter when we have these conversations with you. It flows out of the conversations that we are having, constantly having, because one, it's almost walking around Jericho, waiting for the walls to fall and see what's opening up. Because what we are saying is it really important to have a field like existential health, or can it be covered by spirituality? Uh, doesn't spirituality as such cover these basic life issues?
Mm.
Um, we don't have a clear answer at this point, but we're mulling over it and
And reading up and
yeah.
yeah, following the cues.
So we'd like to hear your take on it, but it is lovely sharing it with you and having this conversation with you.
Yeah, and we'd love to hear from you as always.
Yes. So keep well and keep warm on that side.
Keep well, everyone.
Bye bye.